What an honor to speak on giving to the Lord. When I was praying today, I thought, Lord, thank you so much for the honor. Thank you so much for the honor to speak on giving to you, on blessing you. And so thank you, Pastor, for the honor. I want to share with you just a short story, and then I'll get right into this. But about 4 years ago, almost to the date, we were going through some very hard times in our family, very hard financial times. And some of you are probably like, you were going through some, you've been through some, and that's true, and God has always been faithful. Everyone goes through hard stuff. God's faithful. But I was spending some time with the Lord one morning before it was time to get up and get around, and I heard the Lord speak to me so clearly, "Do you trust me?" And I said very quickly, "Well, yes, Lord, I trust you." And he said it again. I began to feel like Peter. And he said, "Do you trust me?" And I said, "Lord, you know I trust you. I trust you with my life. It's me I don't trust. What if I miss it?" And he said, "Oh, Tammy, don't you trust me to catch you if you fall?" And I realized very quickly I didn't trust him as much as I thought I did. And I was giving God all this lip service. I trust you, Lord, and I love you, Lord, and you're my strength, and you're this, and you're that. But when he said, "Do you not trust me to catch you when you fall?" I realized I trusted him in a lot of areas of my life, but I was missing it in some others. And when we do that, we're not fully trusting him. So I wanted to start with Psalms 20, verse 7. Now this is in the NIV. I usually don't do my studying out of the NIV, but I liked the way this version put it. "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord." And as the Lord gave me that today, he's been talking to me about it for 4 years, actually. And every time I get in a little bit of a bind, I hear the Lord, "Do you trust me? Do you trust me?" And I'll say, "Yes, Lord, I trust you. No, I don't care how it works out, I trust you." And a lot of times it doesn't work out like I wanted it to work out, but he's always worked it out. Always. Many times better, every time. Better than I thought he would. Better than I wanted it to be. And he began speaking to me about this, about chariots and horses. And chariots and horses were, I can't remember where he said this at, but kings were not supposed to have a big amount of chariots and horses because they would trust in their own strength, and they would trust in their own might and their own provision. If you have lots of chariots and horses, you have lots of wealth. So you would be trusting in your wealth. You'd be trusting in your provision. And this says, "We will trust in the name of our Lord." And Pastor Loretta has taught us so well that the name means the character, the reputation, and the authority. We will trust in his character. We will trust in his reputation. We will trust in his authority. He will not fail us. He's not a failure. Never has been, never will be. Psalms 22, 4 and 5. "Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered." Billy Brim says God's like chess. Playing chess. You make a move, he makes a move. You make a move, he makes a move. If he makes a move, he's not going to make another move until you make a move. We trusted, you delivered. They cried out to you, and they were delivered. They trusted in you, and they were not ashamed. They were not ashamed because they trusted him. They trusted him. Matthew 6:21 says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." In other words, where your wealth is, there your heart will be also. Pastor Larry tells us that money is an amplifier or magnifier. And what we spend our money on is what we put our hope in. It's what we find of importance. So if we're not giving, are we really trusting God? Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith, it's impossible to please God." James 2:14 says, "Faith without works is dead." So we can say all day long, "God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you." But if we don't do something, it's dead. It's dead. So today, I think I'm supposed to say to you, it's time to put our money where our mouth is. And if we've been telling God, "Lord, I trust you. Lord, I trust you. Lord, I trust you," then we need to prove it. We need to prove it. And we need to show him, "Lord, I do trust you. And my heart is with you. It's with you, not my bank account, not my new car, not my fine jewelry, not my nice clothes, not the food in my refrigerator. My heart belongs to you, Lord. It belongs to you." And guys, I'm not talking about the tithe tonight. I'm talking about the offering. And that's above and beyond the tithe. So tonight, won't you trust him? Really trust him. Thank you.